Seniors, let me ask you something. Do you have garlic sitting in your kitchen right now? Chances are, the answer is yes. For centuries, garlic has been celebrated not just as a flavorful seasoning, but as one of nature's most powerful medicines. Ancient healers used it to fight infections. Modern doctors recognize its role in supporting heart health, and studies today confirm its power to lower blood pressure, boost immunity, improve circulation, and even help defend against certain cancers. It's no exaggeration to say garlic is a true superhero food, a tiny clove that can transform your health from the inside out. But here's the problem. Most people are making simple mistakes with garlic that strip away its healing power. Whether it's cooking it the wrong way, storing it improperly, or pairing it with the wrong foods, these everyday habits silently weaken its most valuable compounds. That means you may think you're protecting your health, when in reality, you're leaving some of garlic's greatest benefits behind. That ends today. In this video, we're going to uncover the most common mistakes people make when eating garlic and, more importantly, show you how to fix them. By the end, you'll know exactly how to prepare, store, and enjoy garlic so that every single clove works like medicine in your body, strengthening your heart, calming inflammation, and protecting your immune system. So grab a pen, take notes, and let's unlock the real healing power of garlic together. Mistake number 1, overcooking garlic. There's an old saying among chefs, burnt garlic is lost garlic. And when it comes to your health, this couldn't be more true. You see, garlic's most powerful healing compound is called allicin. This is the natural sulfur compound that gives garlic its signature aroma and, more importantly, delivers many of its medicinal benefits, like lowering blood pressure, boosting circulation, fighting infections, and calming inflammation throughout the body. But here's the catch. Allicin is incredibly delicate. It's only formed when garlic is chopped, sliced, or crushed, and then allowed to rest for a few minutes. Expose it to high heat for too long, above 140 degrees Fahrenheit 60 degrees Celsius, and allicin quickly breaks down, disappearing before it can ever work inside your body. Unfortunately, many home cooks make this mistake. They toss garlic into a hot pan right at the start of cooking, letting it fry away for 10 to 15 minutes while the dish simmers. By the time dinner is ready, the garlic's health power is almost gone, leaving behind only bitterness. So how do you fix it? Add garlic near the end of cooking. Stir it in during the final few minutes of simmering, or sprinkle raw garlic into dressings, dips, and marinades. Use gentle heat. If you're sautéing, cook it briefly over low to medium heat until it's just fragrant, about 30 seconds to 1 minute. Enjoy it raw, in salads, spreads, or even stirred into yogurt with herbs. Raw garlic delivers allicin at its peak strength. Think of garlic like a precious medicine. It only works if you handle it with care. By avoiding overcooking, you're making sure every clove you eat provides maximum support for your heart, immune system, and overall vitality. Mistake number 2, eating whole garlic cloves. At first glance, swallowing a whole clove of garlic might sound like the simplest way to get it all. After all, no chopping, no mess, and you avoid that strong garlicky taste that lingers on the breath. But here's the truth. If you eat garlic this way, you're missing out on its most powerful medicinal compound, allicin. Allicin isn't naturally present inside garlic. Instead, it's activated when you crush, chop, or chew the clove. That action triggers an enzymatic reaction between two compounds inside, alliin and alliinase. When they meet, allicin is born, the sulfur-based molecule responsible for garlic's infection-fighting, heart-protecting, and inflammation-calming powers. But when you swallow garlic whole, this reaction barely happens. The clove passes through your digestive tract largely intact, meaning you don't get the full medicinal benefit. It's like buying a vitamin but never opening the capsule. The goodness remains locked inside. Worse, Some people even report stomach discomfort when swallowing whole cloves because the body struggles to break them down efficiently. So, what should you do instead? Chop, crush, or slice your garlic before eating. This ensures allicin is activated. Let it rest for 10 minutes after chopping. This gives the enzyme reaction enough time to fully develop allicin before cooking or eating. If the raw flavor is too strong, mix chopped garlic into salads, dips, yogurt, or lemon-based dressings. The acidity and other ingredients mellow the taste while keeping the allicin active. Think of it this way. Garlic only shows its true power when it's broken open. By swallowing it whole, you're shortchanging your body of the very benefits you're hoping to gain. Mistake number 3. Using pre-peeled garlic. We live in a fast-paced world, and convenience often feels like the smartest choice. That's why pre-peeled garlic, those little plastic tubs or vacuum-sealed bags, are so tempting. You skip the hassle of peeling, and the cloves are ready to toss into any dish. But here's the catch. When you rely on pre-peeled garlic, you sacrifice both flavor and medicinal power. Here's why. Garlic's papery outer skin isn't just packaging, it's protection. That thin layer shields the clove from air, moisture, and bacteria. Once the skin is stripped away, the garlic becomes far more vulnerable to oxidation and microbial growth. Studies have shown that pre-peeled garlic loses its concentration of allicin, the star compound responsible for garlic's antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and heart protective benefits, much faster than whole, freshly peeled cloves. By the time it reaches your kitchen, its potency has already dropped significantly. There's also the problem of shorter shelf life. While whole garlic bulbs can stay fresh for weeks when stored properly, pre-peeled cloves spoil quickly, often developing off flavors, sprouting, or even dangerous bacterial contamination like Clostridium botulinum if left too long in sealed packaging. And let's not forget taste. Fresh garlic bursts with sharp, pungent flavor because of the natural sulfur compounds inside. Pre-peeled garlic, exposed to air, starts losing its vibrancy and develops a dull, sometimes sour taste. That means your dishes won't just lose health benefits, they'll also lose their spark. So what's the solution? Always buy whole garlic bulbs with tight, intact skin. They last longer, taste better, and retain all their healing power. Peel cloves only when you're ready to use them. This ensures maximum freshness. If convenience is essential, chop a fresh batch, store it in olive oil in the fridge, and use it within a few days. The oil preserves both flavor and beneficial compounds while keeping spoilage at bay. The bottom line, garlic's greatest strength comes from its freshness. Pre-peeled might save you a few seconds, but it quietly robs you of the very antioxidants, antibacterial power, and cardiovascular support that make garlic a true superfood. Mistake number 4, improper garlic storage. Garlic may seem like it can last forever on your counter, but the truth is, where and how you store garlic makes or breaks its potency. Many people unknowingly shorten garlic's shelf life and weaken its healing compounds by keeping it in the wrong place. One of the most common mistakes? Refrigerating whole garlic bulbs. The fridge might feel like the safest spot, but the cool, damp environment actually encourages sprouting and mold. Those green shoots that pop out of the cloves aren't just unsightly, they signal a loss of valuable nutrients. Studies show that sprouted garlic loses some of its allicin content, the compound responsible for its immune-boosting, anti-inflammatory, and heart-protective benefits. Another mistake is storing garlic in sealed plastic bags or airtight containers. Without proper airflow, cloves quickly become soft, moldy, and bitter. Instead, garlic needs a cool, dark, well-ventilated place. Think of it like onions or shallots. A mesh bag, paper bag, or an open basket in the pantry works perfectly. In this environment, whole garlic bulbs can stay fresh and potent for up to 6 to 8 weeks. What about peeled or chopped garlic? That's where storage rules tighten. Once garlic is peeled, its protective skin is gone, and it should be used quickly. At most, peeled cloves last 7 to 10 days in the fridge inside a small glass container. Chopped or minced garlic should be used within 24 to 48 hours, since the allicin begins degrading rapidly once exposed to air. Pre-minced jars from the store? Convenient, yes, but often packed with preservatives, oils, or acids that reduce garlic's natural potency. Here's your Ageless Vitality storage code for garlic. Whole bulbs cool, dark pantry, mesh/paper bag, up to 8 weeks. Peeled cloves airtight glass container, fridge, 7 to 10 days max. Chopped/minced use fresh or within 48 hours. Never refrigerate whole bulbs and never store in sealed plastic. By respecting garlic's delicate nature, you preserve not just its flavor, but its medicinal strength. Stored the right way, each clove retains the antioxidants, sulfur compounds, and anti-inflammatory agents that make garlic such a powerful ally for heart health, immune defense, and longevity. Mistake number 5. Eating raw garlic on an empty stomach. Raw garlic may be one of nature's most powerful healing foods, but when consumed the wrong way, especially on an empty stomach, it can turn from medicine into poison. For those with pre-existing digestive issues like ulcers, gastritis, or inflammatory bowel conditions, this mistake has sent many straight to the emergency room with excruciating pain. Here's why. The very same sulfur compounds that make garlic so medicinal are also extremely harsh on sensitive digestive tissues. Compounds like allicin don't just fight bacteria, they also stimulate stomach acid production while irritating the protective mucus lining that shields your stomach. On an empty stomach, that lining is at its weakest, leaving raw garlic free to burn and inflame delicate tissue. Scientific evidence backs this up. A study from Sioux National University tracked 89 patients with confirmed stomach ulcers who ate raw garlic. The results were alarming. 42% experienced severe bleeding episodes, and 18% required blood transfusions. That's nearly half the group suffering major complications from what many thought was a healthy habit. Doctors have seen this play out in real life too. A gastroenterologist in Miami described a patient who ate 3 raw cloves of garlic every morning for immune support. Unaware that she had developing ulcers, she suddenly experienced stabbing abdominal pain followed by vomiting blood. The garlic's compounds had literally burned through her ulcer, causing a perforation that required emergency surgery. And the danger isn't limited to ulcers. For individuals with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis, raw garlic can trigger massive inflammatory cascades, worsening symptoms and even leading to hospitalization. In one documented case, a 34-year-old man whose Crohn's disease had been in remission for 2 years relapsed within just 5 days of starting a raw garlic regimen. He ended up hospitalized with intestinal bleeding. So what's the solution? The answer is modification, not elimination. Never eat raw garlic on an empty stomach if you have any digestive issues. Always pair it with food, ideally something alkaline like milk or yogurt that helps buffer stomach acid. Lightly cook your garlic. Heat reduces irritating sulfur compounds by up to 60%, while preserving much of its cardiovascular and immune supportive benefits. Try aged garlic extract. The aging process naturally converts harsh compounds into gentler forms, delivering many of garlic's proven benefits, including heart protection and immune support, without the intense stomach irritation. Bottom line, garlic is a superfood, but even superfoods can be dangerous if consumed incorrectly. Respect its power, and you'll reap its benefits safely. Mistake number 6. Ignoring garlic's drug interactions. Garlic may be one of nature's most trusted healers, but here's something many people don't realize. Its very power can sometimes become a risk when combined with certain medications. Ignoring this can quietly put your health in danger. Garlic naturally thins the blood, lowers blood pressure, and improves insulin sensitivity. Those are wonderful benefits for most people. But if you're already taking prescription drugs that do the same thing, garlic can amplify their effects to dangerous levels. Here are the most common risks. Blood thinners, like warfarin, aspirin, or clopidogrel. Garlic's natural anticoagulant properties can increase the risk of excessive bleeding or bruising. Even small cuts or routine dental procedures could become complicated. Blood pressure medications. Garlic's ability to relax and widen blood vessels can lower pressure too much when combined with these drugs, leading to dizziness, fainting, or extreme fatigue. Diabetes medications. Garlic improves insulin sensitivity and helps control blood sugar, but when paired with glucose-lowering drugs, it can cause blood sugar to drop too low, leading to shakiness, confusion, or even fainting episodes. Real-world cases in medical literature show patients ending up in the hospital not because garlic was bad, but because no one warned them about these interactions. The same compounds that protect the heart can also magnify prescription effects. What should you do instead? If you're on any medication for blood thinning, pressure, or blood sugar, talk to your doctor before significantly increasing garlic in your diet or starting garlic supplements. Use moderation. Culinary garlic is generally safe, but concentrated extracts or supplements can deliver far higher doses. Monitor your body closely. If you notice unusual bruising, lightheadedness, or sudden dips in energy after adding more garlic to your meals, consider it a sign to check with your healthcare provider. The bottom line, garlic isn't the enemy. It's a powerful ally, but like any strong ally, it needs to be handled wisely. By respecting its interactions, you can enjoy its full benefits without putting your health at risk. Mistake number 7. Consuming garlic before surgery. This is where garlic moves from being a friend to a very real danger. While garlic's natural blood thinning effect is excellent for heart health in everyday life, it becomes life-threatening in the context of surgery. Eating garlic in the days leading up to a medical procedure can dramatically increase the risk of uncontrolled bleeding, turning a routine operation into a medical emergency. Many people have no idea that something as ordinary as a slice of garlic bread or a daily supplement could cause such a crisis. But the science is crystal clear. A comprehensive review published in the New England Journal of Medicine analyzed thousands of surgical cases involving excessive bleeding. The study found that 8.7% were directly linked to garlic consumption in the week before surgery. Even more alarming, patients who ate more than 2 cloves of garlic per day had their bleeding times increase by up to 250%. The danger compounds when garlic is combined with other blood-thinning substances. If you're also taking aspirin, fish oil, or vitamin E, the anticoagulant effects multiply dramatically. One case report described a patient who was taking all 4: garlic, aspirin, fish oil, and vitamin E. During what should have been a simple dental extraction, the oral surgeon struggled for hours to control the bleeding. The patient nearly bled to death from what is normally a low-risk procedure. That's why the protocol is non-negotiable. Stop all garlic consumption, raw, cooked, supplements, or garlic-heavy foods, at least 10 days before any surgery. This includes not only major operations, but also dental work, biopsies, and colonoscopies. Always inform every healthcare provider about your garlic intake, no matter how small the procedure may seem. If you're facing emergency surgery, tell the surgical team immediately. This allows them to prepare blood products and clotting factors in advance to protect you. Remember, garlic is powerful medicine. That power must be respected. When it comes to surgery, this isn't a minor precaution, it's a life-saving rule. Your health, and quite literally your life, may depend on following it. Mistake number 8. Failing to wash garlic. Many people assume garlic is self-cleaning. After all, those papery layers seem like a natural barrier that keeps the clove protected. So why bother washing it, right? Unfortunately, skipping this simple step can expose you to hidden contaminants that affect both the flavor of your food and, more importantly, your health. Garlic, like any vegetable grown in soil, can carry traces of dirt, bacteria, or pesticide residues on its outer skin. Even though you don't eat the peel, every time you handle an unwashed clove, those particles can transfer to your cutting board, your knife, and eventually to the garlic itself once you crush or chop it. This opens the door for harmful microbes like E. coli or Listeria to sneak into your meal unnoticed. There's also another risk: fungal spores. Because garlic is harvested in damp soil, it can sometimes harbor molds on its surface. While most are harmless, certain types may produce mycotoxins, compounds that weaken your immune system over time. For seniors with more fragile digestion or chronic health conditions, this is not a risk worth taking. The good news? Fixing this mistake is easy. Always rinse garlic cloves briefly under running water before peeling. Use a soft vegetable brush to gently scrub off any stubborn dirt. If you buy garlic in bulk, give the heads a quick wash before storing, then dry thoroughly to prevent mold. Washing garlic doesn't strip away nutrients. In fact, it ensures you're consuming it in its purest, most beneficial form. It's one of those tiny habits that protects your gut, preserves flavor, and ensures the powerful compounds inside the clove, like allicin, can work for you without interference. Think of it this way: garlic is a natural medicine chest, but like any good remedy, you want it clean before use. A quick rinse is the first step in unlocking its full healing power. Mistake number 9: not allowing garlic to rest after chopping. Here's a small detail that makes a huge difference. Garlic needs a moment to breathe after you chop, crush, or mince it. Yet most people throw freshly chopped garlic straight into a hot pan, and in doing so, they lose much of what makes this superfood so powerful. The reason lies in a remarkable compound called allicin, the very sulfur-based molecule responsible for garlic's pungent aroma, sharp flavor, and most of its healing power. Allicin doesn't exist in an intact garlic clove. It's only created when the clove is damaged, chopped, sliced, or crushed, which triggers an enzymatic reaction between two natural compounds inside, alliin and alliinase. But here's the catch: that reaction takes time. If you rush garlic straight into the heat, the enzymes don't get the chance to fully form allicin. Heat deactivates them almost instantly, leaving you with flavor, but far fewer health benefits. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition confirms this. Allowing garlic to rest for 10 minutes after chopping dramatically increases allicin yield, preserving its antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and cardiovascular benefits. Think of it as letting garlic charge up before unleashing its medicine. What does this mean in practice? Crush or chop your garlic first. Wait 10 minutes before cooking or mixing it into hot dishes. If eating raw, the same rest time ensures peak potency. If you're short on time, prep garlic early in the recipe, then let it rest while you prepare other ingredients. This simple pause transforms garlic from just another seasoning into a powerful natural remedy that supports immunity, lowers blood pressure, reduces inflammation, and even helps fight harmful bacteria and viruses. So remember, next time you're tempted to toss minced garlic straight into the pan, give it those 10 minutes of rest. It's not wasted time. It's time for your garlic to become medicine. Mistake number 10: choosing poor quality garlic. We've saved one of the most overlooked, yet most important, mistakes for last. Not all garlic is created equal. The quality of the garlic you buy can make or break the health benefits you receive. When garlic is fresh, firm, and full of vitality, it's loaded with its signature sulfur compounds like allicin, the very molecules responsible for its antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, and heart protective powers. But once garlic begins to age, sprout, or shrivel, those compounds rapidly decline, leaving you with a clove that tastes weaker and offers fewer health benefits. Here's what often goes wrong. Soft or sprouting garlic. These are signs the bulb is past its prime. The allicin levels have already started to break down. Shriveled or moldy bulbs. These not only taste bland, but may harbor harmful toxins that irritate your digestive system. Mass-produced, poorly stored garlic. Often shipped across the world and sitting for weeks, losing potency before it even reaches your kitchen. Think of it this way. Garlic is like medicine from the earth. Would you take a prescription that's expired or stored improperly? Of course not. The same principle applies here. How to choose the best garlic. Look for firm, heavy bulbs with tightly wrapped papery skins. They should feel solid in your hand, not soft or spongy. Avoid cloves with green shoots already poking out. Sprouts signal age and nutrient loss. Buy from trusted stores or farmers markets whenever possible. Fresher garlic means stronger flavor and stronger health benefits. By taking just an extra moment to inspect your garlic before you buy it, you ensure every clove you peel and crush is working at its full potential, fighting infections, supporting your heart, protecting your brain, and nourishing your body from the inside out. Remember, garlic is delicate. Its healing compounds can be compromised by time, light, and improper storage. Choosing the freshest garlic available isn't just about taste. It's the very first step in unlocking its full medicinal power. Conclusion. Garlic is truly one of nature's most remarkable gifts. A humble bulb with the power to strengthen your heart, protect your immune system, fight infections, lower blood pressure, and even reduce cancer risk. But as you've seen, the very same compounds that make garlic such a powerful ally can also become dangerous if we handle it the wrong way. From overcooking and swallowing cloves whole, to improper storage, mixing it with certain medications, or consuming it before surgery, these mistakes don't just reduce garlic's benefits. They can put your health at real risk. The good news is that every single mistake we've covered today has a simple solution. By preparing garlic correctly, respecting its potency, and avoiding the common pitfalls, you can unlock its full healing potential safely. Think of garlic like a tool. In the right hands, it builds health and resilience. In careless hands, it can harm. The choice and the control are in yours. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Do you usually eat your garlic raw, cooked, or in supplement form? And after watching this, which mistake are you going to stop making immediately? Drop your answers in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else in our community to improve their health too. If you found this video valuable, give it a like, share it with your family or friends, especially those who swear by garlic every day, and subscribe to Ageless Vitality for more evidence-based senior health tips. Remember, health after 60 doesn't come from gimmicks or fads. It comes from simple, science-backed choices made consistently, like using garlic the right way. Stay well, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.